This is a HeadGum podcast.
All four of us are all collectively melting right now.
I know.
Just into one giant puddle of mess.
It's a very, we're over it vibe in here.
Yeah, it's always this time of the year where I'm just like, all right, fall, pumpkin spice, leaves, ready? I'm ready for it.
It's August, because August is when you're in high school and shit, or middle school, it's coming up. Because I started school in September.
Oh, I started it, and it was in September, but then they moved it up.
And they pushed it? Yeah. I think they did that to me too. But then college, I remember I was like, whoa, I have to be there by the 26th of August. Fuck that.
You're really fucking me up right now, because I was like, I have something that I can open with, and it was literally going to be what is your least favorite month of the year?
It's August, I would say.
Yeah, because of that reason, and also the weather always... The weather's always, just really shitty during this month. It's,
just so summer,
Yeah.
It's at this point, July's, peak summer for me. I find it still enjoyable. I'm ooh, sun. I can be outside for long periods.
The first half of July, even the second half, I'm already
yeah, I know.
Maybe I'm done.
Seattle, I'm all of July, cool. August comes around, it wasn't that bad, and then now we're technically in a heat wave, which honestly is funny because it's 88 to 95, I think, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to get even to 95. It was only 90 today. But
I'm happy to say I live in a place where that is considered a heat wave.
I know. They're calling it an excessive heat warning, don't go outside. I'm whoa.
Yeah.
Chill. But it just sucks not having air conditioning when it's that hot. Because, that's just, uncomfortable to sleep. During the day...
That's one of the parts that gets me about summer in general. Is just the sleeping portion, because I hate being warm when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I think that's one of my least favorite things.
Yeah.
If you ever did one of those pet peeves, that would be up there.
Oh my god.
Being warm while sleeping. I want to be cold all the time.
Yes.
I strive to be cold. And not a lot of the businesses here actually have air conditioning too.
Just a lot of buildings in general don't.
Whoa.
I just watched Squeezy ponder that jump for the entire time of this podcast
so far. I really hope you guys heard that, because that was loud as fuck. He, launched himself.
Oh, fuck.
The cats are clearly not happy about having fur coats in this heat right now. I feel so bad. They were, loving last year because we had that air conditioner.
Yeah.
So.
What's your favorite month out of the year?
Ooh. It changes now, because I would have said February, because birthday, it's usually cold as fuck.
I'm gonna say November.
Yeah,
because
that's my new
of events that occur during the month, and also the weather is peak fall.
Yeah, and there's food.
Oh, yes.
And anniversary, and a lot of movies come out before Thanksgiving. It's the Christmas crowd.
And video games.
Fucking Black Friday. I mean... online shopping, basically.
Yeah.
That month's a great month for online shopping.
It's pretty lit.
Literally everything's on sale. It's
perpetually.
Wow. It's don't buy anything big right now.
Pre-Black Friday sales.
Honestly, right now, at the tail end of August here, I feel I can't make any big purchases until November.
Yeah. Except everybody randomly decided to have a Nike sale, and I got a pair of Nikes.
Yeah. How you loving them?
They were very nice.
They're so comfortable, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. They have a nice bright green interior tongue pad thing, whatever you want to call that.
Tongue. Nice.
This is Coffee with Rachel, by the way.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel very loopy today, because I had really bad cramps earlier, and now I'm just kind of okay.
Yeah, man. Your period really throwing everybody in for a loop.
She's we used to be a 31-day kind of crowd. Now we're a 28, 27? Let's not.
That's very, very interesting. It used to be the end of the month. Now it's the middle.
I know, but honestly, I like that, because
yeah,
everything we ever do is usually the last week of every month. And I don't know why. That's when anybody comes to a place. That's when birthdays are. And so it sucks getting my period on my birthday every year. So maybe now I won't, but I probably will.
It'll make itself work out, so it does.
What's fucked up is I'm so hot that I don't even want to have to fucking boil my Diva cup.
Or use a heating pad.
Yeah, it's too hot for a heating pad. It's been awful, guys.
Your period checked the weather forecast.
They were
before.
He wave, uterus wave, bitch. And I'm all right.
I honestly believe it.
Yo, I think doesn't everybody feel their uterus is vindictive as hell? I definitely do. I feel my uterus is coming out with
the worst intentions ever.
Like, not a nice person that I know.
Fuck,
What are we drinking? I'm really enjoying it, though.
It is really good. You're drinking it out of my beaten as hell Hershey Park mug.
Chris loves this mug. I honestly think it's tacky as fuck.
I love it for the sentimental value. I've had it for so long that all the colors have faded on it.
Well, isn't it just great that all the sentimental shit of the world is tacky as fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I dragged this mug. This is like a little anecdote we have that you guys probably think I'm just being mean. So please don't drag me.
Listen, guys, it's personalized. This has my name on it.
I know. Because your name's so hard to come by in, like, places.
I know.
Christopher? Whoa, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. I usually have 2 different options, Chris or Christopher.
Whoa.
Yeah,
you never see Ruble on a mug.
Name privilege right here.
I'm not going to lie. I'm Rachel. It's not hard to find my name.
Anyway, the coffee is from Caroline, and it's from San Francisco.
Whoa.
Don't know if we've had a coffee from San Francisco
San Franciscan coffee?
Yeah.
What do you guys call each other? The Frisconians? The San Frans. Frisky's cat food. Not sponsored.
Oh, fuck. But this is like the most modern, hip box I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, it has a box and then a bag within. Very interesting.
I love that. It's very...
It's mid-century, I would say.
It's beautiful in nature.
Even the sticker with all of the notes on it, very fantastic.
Yeah, I just feel like, this is a good thing that I'll recycle at some point. That's what the vibe
Part
is.
of our home decor.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just Snapchatting.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make this podcast more enticing to the average fucking person. You know what I'm saying?
Not just us Cat Loving Food Network weirdos.
Honestly, though, I feel like it's not niche. Like, it's fine. But basically, I'm hot and bothered. And not in a good way.
Oh, shit. We didn't even say the brand. All right. This is San Francisco Museum of Modern Art.
The San Fran MoMA.
Yeah.
As they say.
Coffee.
Well, good. I hope it makes me feel artistic.
I hope I can see better. I don't know. It's called sight glass.
Oh, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Only carrots do that.
Oh, my God.
Do they actually, though?
I don't know.
Have we known?
I just know if you eat a lot of carrots, you get a little orange tinge to yourself.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that on the news.
Oh my god.
So earlier we were playing Scrabble. You just reminded me of jaundice. I'll get to it. So, orange tinge, we're playing Scrabble. Sometimes we like to play Scrabble because I used to play it all the fucking time. And whenever I'm sick of looking at screens.
Yeah, something without a screen wild.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. That or my coloring book. Mm-hmm. Or the outdoors. But we were playing, and so we're looking at the board, and Chris is playing a word that's just going downward and vertical, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was January, but there was a blank at the end. The Y was a blank. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, because I was so, off today, that blank threw me, and I was like, what is January? Had no clue. I thought he was trying to spell jaundice, and I don't even think that's how you spell it.
No, it's nothing like that. I feel it's like JH or something, but maybe...
Oh, I don't know.
I have no clue. It's just because it was such an awesome fucking word, and you just weren't expecting it from
Oh
me.
my god, it was 31 points, and I honestly got so bitter.
I got the J on a double letter, guys.
Oh, fuck off. I had a Z, okay, and then there was a beautiful open triple letters score. And I was like, ooh, what's a good word that I can make with a Z and then going into an O with the letters that I had? And all I had was zone.
And I was just like, don't do that.
And it was just Z-O-N. And I was like, look up the word zon. I was like, I'm convinced it's probably proton, zon, the science behind it. And he was like, I'm going to look this up. And I was like, okay. Because it would have been 31 points.
Fact check the fuck out of you.
Yeah, he fact checked me. It was not a word. Just letting you know if you ever...
Januar was.
Januar was. I wanted to tweet, John, the Philly slang that everybody uses and doesn't know what it means.
Yeah.
I wanted to tweet, January, but I didn't know if anyone would think it was funny.
Oh my god, I'm sure they would.
Because, I think that's funny. I haven't used that word in such a long time. That was just, you can't find the remote. You're like, hand me that, John. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't really get that over in Bethlehem, did you?
No, we did not.
Yeah.
It did not come our way.
Me and Nicola Foti, we were talking the other day. And, because in one of his videos, he said, how he went down the shore. And that's how everybody says, going to a beach.
Down the shore.
You're down the shore.
Now that I've heard.
It's not specific. You don't know where the fuck. I never knew what beach I was at. I was like, I just know Jersey's here.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. And I would say down the shore when we were going up to Massachusetts. We're going down the shore on the Cape. It's literally up, north, as they say.
I've heard that one before. Pennsylvania speaking. It's,
yeah.
Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Someone just fucking get me a compass already. Although I did see that Snapchat added a filter, like, when you swipe and it's like the time, the temperature.
Yeah.
Now they have like a wind speed.
What?
Why? They literally have like wind. I think it's wind or it's a thermometer. No. It's not. It's definitely a compass or wind speed. Couldn't tell you which one it is.
I would hope it's a compass because wind speed really doesn't make any sense. But hey.
I'm honestly going to look at it right now because I need to know. But also,
what the fuck?
Did you see that? You said Pennsylvania and I remembered they're getting like wine in grocery stores now.
Yeah, I know. Everybody on our feeds on Facebook right now is flipping the fuck out, sharing lists of like, here's all the stores you can now buy alcohol at.
It's altitude?
Oh, interesting. That's actually cool.
I guess that's kind of cool because, like, they're looking at the travel vloggers. Like, you're on a mountaintop,
you're flying.
But I think, yeah, true. Like, flying. We were trying to use Snapchat the other day to see how hot it was in our apartment because we don't have a thermometer on the wall. It's like the one thing I don't like about this apartment. I'm like, I don't know what it is in here.
Oh my god. While you still have your phone, you should get the coffee fact.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. We're all over the place today, guys. No segments here, just stupid rants. Okay, so the coffee fact is on Facebook Messenger. Hold on. Let me,
yeah, I know. I threw you for a loop.
I know. You texted me the first... Okay, so he texted me a fact, and I was like, I don't like this fact. And then he sent me it's somewhere else, and now I'm lost. Okay.
That's what you have to do because you didn't like the first fact I gave you.
Yeah, now you made me use like an app that I have 2 pages away. Coffee is the world's second most valuable traded commodity, only behind petroleum, which Vaseline, am I right? No,
oh my god.
Whoa. I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised.
Not shocking.
What about paper? I mean, money's made of fucking paper.
True.
As are
not everybody's
documents.
anymore. There's a...
Oh, true. Don't they have, like, plastic money in Canada?
Or somewhere. I'm not sure. It might be Canada. Might be a European country or something.
Think about how nice it would be to know that, like, you can't just rip up your earnings.
Yeah, that would be so fucking great.
I mean, you could melt them, but who's trying to do that? You don't accidentally melt a dollar, but I have accidentally ripped things before, and then you still try to pay with it, and you're like, I'm trash. I've definitely done that as a kid. I'm too anxious as an adult to try and pay with a ripped up dollar.
Has anybody ever had the experience of somebody not being able to use a ripped up dollar? A ribbed?
Absolutely. Ribbit? Did you just speak frog?
Listen.
He's mad at me. Yeah, that happened once at, like, a fucking Dollar Tree or, like, a Dollar General, and let me tell you, it scarred me, and I'll never do that.
Wait, really?
I taped it, and they were like, oh, we can't accept this.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I was a kid, and he was like a fucking twat, and like, this guy that's at a fucking Dollar Tree working there is shading me
for
ripping a dollar.
Oh my god.
And it was probably because, like, my sister probably was like, give me that, and ripped it, Like, I probably went through it.
Dollar had a troubled life.
You see a kid at the dollar store trying to buy water balloons with a ripped dollar, and you don't think struggle? Like, you don't think, maybe I'll help
this
her.
This kid mowed 5 lawns for this dollar or something?
I didn't mow.
I know.
I sold tomatoes.
Yeah.
And my parents grew them. I did none of the work. I just drew faces on them and made them chic. But isn't that what Zara does?
Oh, fuck, that was a flawless prank.
But, like, okay, look, Zara makes some good pieces, and let me tell you, I do have a scarf, however...
Squeezy's favorite clothing item.
Yeah, Squeezy's pumpkin scarf for fall. But did you see the news article where it's like this artist literally makes all these adorable pins, and Zara straight up rips them off exact.
Whoa.
And... I saw someone on my Twitter feed, I guess BuzzFeed did a quiz where, you know how, like, they'll have ones that are just polls?
Mm-hmm.
I love doing those because I'm usually, like, weirdo, and I'm like, I guess I'm weird. But there was, like, one question, it was like, would you rather buy a pin or, like, a piece from the artist if you had to pay a little bit more, or buy a ripoff from, like, another brand for a little bit cheaper? And it was so 50-50.
Whoa.
But, like, if I didn't know that it was a ripoff, then if it was cheaper, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, if there was, like, a ripoff situation, I would not... Like, as soon as I saw that article, I was like, oh, I don't think I should shop at Star anymore.
Oh, my God,
you
that's
know?
so fucking rude. I feel like more and more places
Everyone
are
does that.
ripping off art from everywhere.
I know. It's, like, fucked up, though, when they sell it at these, like, massive chains, and then there's literally already a storefront available, and they like, the design is exact.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it's like, whoa.
It's like, how did they not expect to be caught when they don't even, like, try and alter it at all?
But how does nothing happen? I feel like that doesn't...
I don't know. Maybe things happen and it's just behind the scenes and the company's
quiet.
paying to keep it quiet, you know?
We're watching too much Mr. Robot. Yo, we just finished season 1.
Fucking lit.
Last 3 episodes, literally, what the fuck?
I mean, it had me from the beginning, but
yeah,
they calmed down on the drug use.
Thank
and
God.
So that
I hate vomiting in shows. I'm
Yeah.
like, please stop. We get it. You're coming off drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
goddamn.
That happens in every show we watch. Like, why are we watching this shit? But no, it got really twisty and whoa, crazy.
Yeah, so now we're gonna start season 2 and try and catch up before the season ends.
Yeah, I want to be on top of it for next season, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Also, we have a cactus. Well, we have two cacti.
Yeah, 2 cacti.
One is thriving. The other one's totally fine, but he's a very slow grower, you know?
Yeah, this guy over here, he's like fucking eager, trying to show off and shit.
We don't know what to name him because he clearly is demanding it. He's like reaching up and being like, name me. Literally, we watched him grow a giant dick in like one day, and then that dick split into 2 in literally a matter of hours. Chris was like staring at it. At one point, I looked over and he was like at the counter, like just hovering. I was like, he's not going to do anything.
Well, when I realized that he split into 2 within like 3 hours, I was like, fuck, I might actually see this thing like growing right now.
Right before our eyes. He was like, let's set up a time-lapse camera. I was like, as if the cats are going to
Would you guys not watch a fucking time-lapse of a cactus growing? Like,
Bitch,
I sure as fuck would.
I absolutely would. So we need a name, so maybe give us suggestions. I feel as though I want him to have a very human name.
Okay.
And not after, like, any fake character. Like, I just want him to be, like, a Paul or something, but not Paul, because I already named something Paul recently, so I have to have a new one. So, I did.
You can name him my name of my cactus on Plan Annie.
What?
Ouch.
Oh, that's a good one. Though, depotting him from his home that he quickly grew out of was a struggle. He's very spiny. The cats know not to fuck with him. It's great. I love him.
Good on you guys to be smart about those spikes.
Evolution and animals. Speaking of evolution and animals, why the fuck are they killing a whole pack of wolves in Washington right now?
Yo.
And why is this, like, chill?
Well, also, why is this like a fucking trend? The Disney alligator.
I was just telling
Harambe.
Chris, if I get killed by an animal, you better not kill it. I deserve it.
Whatever it is, you were probably doing something to, like...
I naturally just feel like that's how I will end.
Oh my god.
Is that fucked? I definitely think it's going to be an ocean creature.
Oh.
Just because I feel like one day I was birthed in the Marianas Trench, and one day I'm going to end up back there as marine snow.
Ooh.
That's my evolution. After I'm pressed into eyeshadow. So I've already said I'm definitely getting cremated because I just think, like, save the space, you know? Mm-hmm. Cremate me, press me into eyeshadow, make that limited edition, sell it on district lines, and then... when they're done, someone is going to inevitably be on a cruise using my product, my pigment. They're going to drop the eyeshadow over the Marianas Trench in the water, and then eventually I will become marine snow and go back there.
Magnificent.
I thought it all out.
That's beautiful.
There was supposed to be a rubbery orca in there somewhere, but I don't know where it went. Maybe I get killed by the orca, and that's how I die.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like that would happen. Honestly, can't you see me, like, getting fucked up by a whale?
This is so vivid.
I know it's vivid, but, like, honestly, I just feel like you're getting taken out by a tornado and I'm getting taken out by a whale. Oh my god. And that's how it is. Squeezy gets taken out by the upheaval of society and technology, and Lila gets taken out by a marshmallow.
Yeah.
This is how it happens. This is the order.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Fuck. I'm just picturing that, like, I'm gonna be like a fucking tree when I am...
Dead?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's be morbid as fuck. No, but did you ever see that thing where you can, like, turn yourself into a tree? Like, you become a seed and then you plant whatever tree you want instead of, like, a grave.
Oh, wow.
It's like a product.
I'd fucking do that.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. I'd be a birch tree. What kind of tree would you be? Ooh, maybe I wouldn't be a birch tree because they're flimsy as hell. Ooh, I'd be like a fucking evergreen tree, like tall as fuck. I'm solid. I'm there. You can't draw a little X on me. I'm there.
I was gonna say I like.
Ooh, a redwood.
Oh my God.
That's pretty patriotic, though.
Yeah.
That's like what the Trump supporters are gonna do when they die. Like they're gonna become redwood trees.
I was gonna say either a pine tree or something like that, or a weeping willow.
That's more me.
Because not because of the weeping part of it, but because they're just like cool looking trees and they get very big too.
Yeah, they're wistful, you know.
Yeah.
But I would be weepy.
I also had a willow tree in my backyard as a kid, and then we had to cut it down because
Where'd
it
she
died.
go?
Do you remember where my trampoline was?
Yeah.
It was there.
Is that where you rose?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's where I came from.
Oh my God, the trampoline is where you came from. That's fucked up.
Fuck. Yeah.
I can't believe you took prom pictures at your house.
Oh no, those weren't. No, that was at my date's house.
Oh,
but
so everyone in Bethlehem had a trampoline.
It was a staple.
We only had like several select few. And you knew you were a rich fam if you had the fucking mesh like border that could protect the children.
Okay, well I had the mesh border that could protect the children.
Oh my God, you snob. We were breaking elbows.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
My neighbor had a trampoline as well, and for whatever reason, it was placed over a pile of rocks. And so if you had enough people on there and were jumping hard enough, you could like hit your foot on the rocks at the bottom. I don't know why this was a good idea at all.
Whoa, seems smart.
Yeah,
I
real
love
smart.
that. We had a trampoline that was next to a up-ground pool.
Up-ground?
Whoa!
Up dog.
I got real PA there.
Oh, fuck.
Above-ground pool. Which, by the way, like, you'll never show me an above-ground pool that doesn't look tacky as fuck. That's another thing. If you're gonna get a fucking pool, you better believe you have enough backyard space. That's like another thing I'm passionate about. Vertical blinds.
Oh, yeah.
Above ground pools. Two of my no-nos.
Yeah.
I don't really even want a pool.
No, I really don't want a pool either.
Just because of maintenance.
Maybe I would be lucky enough to live close enough to the ocean so I could just go in there.
Take a dip. Or a pond. A good pond.
A nice, good lake, you know?
I love a good pond. Oh my God. There was this pond that I used to go to in Cape Cod. And there were all these, like, rumors about, like, what was the bottom. And it really freaked me out. And I would stay on the little rock.
What?
There was, like, a rock, you know, like a big one that you could just, like, chill at if you didn't want to be in the water, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
'Cause
There's always one of those rocks.
Yeah, the classic pond rock, you know?
We didn't have any big lakes near us. It was the Lehigh River.
Oh. So that's not a
But
good
sometimes what we would do is we would take different inflatable rafts and just ride down the river for hours.
Okay. Did you
fun.
fall in?
No, like we just laid down and like just chilled. Some of us had like tubes instead of things, so we would just float along down the river for hours.
Wow.
It was fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We just had a creek, or as many would say, a crick. Mm-hmm. And you could go swimming if you wanted to swim with, like, used condoms, but we didn't do that, so. There was a really cute rock path, though.
Oh, what the fuck?
Cool. So, yeah, no, PA's kind of drought-ish, I would say. There's just a lack of water.
Yeah, it's definitely getting that way.
It's dry. Maybe that's where the dry skin came from.
I mean, I think Washington is also getting less and less rainy every year. Spilling the secret. Nobody wants to say that, but it's getting less and less rainy here.
Don't move here. I'm just kidding. Move here unless you went to my high school. Just kidding. That's not really that true. But, like, please. Oh my God. So the other day, I just wanted to. We've had like a weird week with family, I feel.
Yeah, very weird is a good way of saying it.
Yeah, it's like an odd week, an off week. But I was on Facebook, and I don't know, maybe I should just stop hitting see more memories, you know?
Yeah.
It just seems...
Do you even use Snapchat anymore? Or not?
Yeah, I
Snapchat.
do.
Fuck.
Time Hop.
Time Hop.
Ooh, it's just very Beppo, both of them. Like, Snapchat, Time Hop. You know?
There's an action verb included with those.
I'm doing a lot of hand gestures right now.
Do you still check
No,
that?
I deleted that.
I got rid of that so long ago.
I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
The only thing it was good for was, like, old squeezy photos.
It was for Throwback Thursdays when I actually
Gave a
decided
shit.
to care about that.
Oh, yeah. I did one the other day, and I was like, whoa, go me. Go me. Whoa. They're bad.
Shit, Hillergay.
I never actually talked about the wolves, though. They're killing wolves in Washington because they're eating cows, and it's like, bitch, that happens. Like,
that's called the circle of
they're
life.
killing, like, a pack of 11 wolves.
That's really dumb.
And, like, I get it. It's because, you know, the dairy industry makes money and wolves don't.
What's Taylor Lautner gonna do, you know?
Yo, honestly.
It's Washington Wolves, I mean, seriously.
Yo, you're right. That is the werewolf pack.
Oh my god.
That's literally where it is.
Wow, the Washington government is Team Edward.
Yo, they're run by what were the Italian men? The Vulturi.
Vulturo. The Vulturo.
That's an animal in Via Pinata. Anyway, so let's talk about my families.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm on Facebook, and I'm like, see more memories, bitch. And I have, like, my mom, like, wrote on my wall, like, I love you. And I was like, ha, wasn't that a throwback, you know? And so I, like, I click on her, and, like, it's, like, profile gone. And I'm like,
That's definitely not true. So.
Yo, she blocked. So, like, of course, because I'm not an idiot, I creep on them every once in a while. And I had probably creeped on her, like, recent-ish. Yeah. So I know that I have just recently been blocked. So I'm like, ooh, intrigue. And so then I go on Twitter, and she's already private on Twitter. Like, blocking me at that point, why? I mean, I guess so I don't tweet her, but, like, can you imagine me, like, publicly tweeting her? Like, what
oh my god, throwing shade.
Yeah, like, what? Like, calling out my mom via Twitter. So she blocked me there, because there it's like, you have been blocked.
Yeah.
You know? And then she did it to you, too. We checked.
It's, you know...
It's, like, extra. Especially... I really wanted to make a tweet where I was like, remember that time... She blocked me.
Oh my god.
It's like I haven't talked to her in 8 months.
He lied. She blocked.
Yo, you're right. I know I'm making light of the situation,
yeah,
but
I know.
My theory, of course, because obviously I haven't done shit. It's been 8 months since I fucking talked to her. Unless she listens to the podcast, which we can all attest that she hasn't.
You suck.
And if she is, yo, fuck off. But I think she found out I was talking to my aunt. Yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. I can just picture them, like... Because they creep on her, too. So they probably saw, like, she added Rachel as a friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Plus, I liked one of her statuses. Oof. The horror, the sin.
It's terrible stuff. Can't believe you did that.
I know. So I was like, yo, that sucks.
Yeah, that is really shitty. And if it is because of that, it's just...
I know. I don't want to fucking feel guilty about it. Like, literally, we've had, like, 3 Facebook conversations and 1 phone call. Like, honestly, I'm not a bad person.
No, yeah. And, like, so far, totally cool.
I know, I just want to, like, they won't ever talk to me, but, like, I would just be like, yo, you know your sister is totally okay with the bisexual thing? And I have a really cool bisexual opportunity that's coming up that's, like, could be really big if it happens. Currently at the point where it's like, you know that article I was in with Gabby Dunn where it was like, we're all, like, the middle class of YouTube, we're all poor, but we get these cool opportunities that we can't afford to, like, make happen. Yeah. That's kind of me right now. Yeah. Because it's like, this insane, it would be an insane honor, and it would be a really big deal, but it's like, can she afford it? And that's so fucked up. But anyway, I can't, like, say anything about it yet. Yeah,
but hopefully soon-ish.
Yeah, pray for me.
Well, while we're talking about family things, let's drag my dad.
It's the Drag the Parents podcast today.
Yeah, so my dad's, I want to say like 7 years ago maybe. In the span of, like, honestly, like a month, 2 different cats had come about just in random situations. They were both, like, wild cats.
Yo, is Ginger the one that your fucking Bob saved? Like, it was a kitten on the side of the street?
No. Wait, Ginger might have been that. Yeah.
So, like, then, a fucking story.
Yeah, and then Sugar was actually... Bob was driving down the road, and the truck in front of him, like, the cat fell out of
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sugar literally, like, fell out of the back, must have been, like, in the bumper or something like that, and Bob had to stop real quick and then just brought her home because we had just brought home Ginger, so it's like, hey, here's the second one.
No wonder she's quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aww.
Sugar is a recluse and...
She, like, hides.
Yeah, it's like my cat Whiskers.
Yeah, it's okay, though. We're not going to drag, you know, we're all
After,
introverts.
You know, the traumatic lives these guys have had beforehand.
It's a wonder Squeezy even wants to hang out with us. Yeah, honestly, he's had a rough life.
Very rough life. But anyway, so I guess my dad has always been allergic to cats, but...
Really? Like a lot?
I guess, I don't know. I mean, they did have a cat at his parents' house I don't know how much of the time he was there with that cat there, because it only passed away like while I was in like middle school. So they might have got that cat before my dad was even in the house, but he's always had like cats in his life. So
it's not like you're gonna die.
Yeah,
allergic,
but
just,
he's
like,
always had allergies, and like I have like a lesser now. I technically, like, if I'm not around cats for a while and I get back to them, like, then I will get
and then you
really
get
allergic.
acclimated.
Yeah.
Or if you like are at someone else's house that you're not used to and they have a lot of cats.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll
Stuff
get,
like
like,
that. Like,
sniffy.
honestly, if I went back to my mom's house and like went to where the cats are, I'd probably feel a little itchy. Anyway, so my dad is saying that because of his allergies, they have to get rid of Ginger. I don't know what's happening with Sugar, but
yeah.
And it's honestly really fucked up, and I'm not happy about it. I mean, Ginger's
great.
Ginger's a cool cat. She's got a little bit of, like, not holding me too much kind of vibe. But
she's like Squeezy mixed with Lila. She's playful
honestly,
and,
yeah.
like, around all the time and chatty. But
Yeah,
she's,
really
like, kind of,
chatty.
like, don't want... He built her, like, a huge-ass... like cat tree thing. I was surprised.
Yeah, I am
like
surprised.
His last like 7 Facebook photos, profile pictures.
You know how the parents do the fucking animals.
They just do the animal, which will be me very soon.
Yeah. I mean, I change my Twitter sometimes to Lila.
Yeah, my cover photo right now is Squeezy. Like, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I just could never fucking do that. Like, if it's one thing if it's like the allergies that are like your throat closes, like it's bad. But like if it's just like, I think it's just because they got another dog and they're just like, we don't have enough fucking room in our 2 houses.
Yeah, moving to the new house that is smaller, so, but like it's a fucking cat, so not really that much space.
I just feel bad. Like, I almost want to take her.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we could take her, but that's fucking...
That would be a lot of trouble to get her here, but
yeah,
I don't know.
And also,
I hope she goes to a home and not like a shelter, because she's an older cat, so like it's just...
Yeah, I'm really hoping that my sister can do something to help her get a good place or something. But I honestly really hate it when people, like, if they don't absolutely have to for, like, some sort of medical reason or something like that, have like get rid of an animal that's been there for a long ass time.
I know. Like, we were worried when we got Lila that, because Squeezy was, a little temperament problem.
And so we were like, what if Squeezy doesn't like her? Like,
then
it's
gonna
suck.
To give her back.
Thank God, because that bundle of joy is the greatest thing ever. But
I started crying the moment I walked into the house. So, like, I would have been really upset to give her away again, but I had Squeezy first, and if it was like a problem for his health or a problem with like he wasn't getting along with them, I didn't know if Squeezy was going to be one of those cats that like just doesn't get along with other animals.
I don't know why we ever doubted it, because he was always just like,
he was totally with Paris.
Yeah, trying to pal around with Paris all the time, and she was just not having it.
He was scared of all your cats, but that was because he was a baby. Like, he was so young, and those cats were fucking huge.
Yeah, I know.
Crushed.
I remember that image of, like, Squeezy just, like, by, like, the wall, and both Autumn and Crush, like, coming in on him to, like, sniff him, and they just look so massive and he's so small.
And then he sniffed Autumn's asshole, and then a fight broke out. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. But, like, I don't know, if we got, like, a third cat and there was a problem, it would be, no question, I'd have to.
Yeah, I mean, I can never get rid of Lila or Squeezy.
Can you imagine? Like, even if I develop allergies, I'll never get rid of them.
No,
I don't care if I have to be, like, on oxygen all the time in order to be around them.
Like, it's horrible, both because, like,
I
I do make relationships on that level with my animals, which I don't understand how people can't, but also, like
people that have pets and they're not, like, obsessed with them.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I don't know.
The people that, like, forget they even have a pet, like, I remember when I was younger, I had, like, this friend, she was, like, my best friend in elementary school, and they had a dog, and, like, no one ever, like, talked about the dog just, like, being around, like, nobody, like, was like, oh, hey, there's the dog, like, I feel like when the cats are in the room and we have people over, they're, like, a constant source of the conversation just because they're, like, fun.
They're the fucking life of the party, man. That's what everybody's here for.
I know. So many people, like, they're the perfect Snapchat accessory. Like, everybody just comes over and vlogs them. Like, it's amazing.
Oh, fuck.
They have a lot of screen time on other people's YouTube channels, honestly. Like, every time Jason's here, all of his thumbnails are just Lila. And I love that. It makes me feel special.
Squeezy, honestly, over time, has a ton of screen time on her channel.
He's a star. He's
is.
A star ready to be born.
I mean, that's why he's part of the logo of the podcast.
He's the only one that has 3 to 4 Twitter accounts that people have made.
Yeah.
Lila only has one that I know of. Watch people make more. But, like, you know, Squeezy has, like, 4. It's wild. I mean, he's been around.
Lila, do you still have your Twitter? I mean, you haven't tweeted us in a while, Lila.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of fucked up. She's kind of, maybe she's over Twitter. Maybe she's onto, like, Snapchat. You know? Can you picture Lila having a Snap story?
Yo.
What would it be? Like her making potato salad?
Stupid shit like that, definitely.
Squeezy would not have a Snap story because he'd be intimidated by Snapchat.
Oh my god.
He'd think it's like a dating app, and he's like, I'd feel like Squeezy wouldn't date.
Squeezy, any of his social medias that he would have would all just be super professional.
Oh yeah, like LinkedIn.
Look like a LinkedIn. You know,
his LinkedIn would be lit.
Yeah, that would be his most used social media.
Yeah, he'd be like constantly messaging people in there. Like, who does that? Squeezy does.
I don't think I've ever been on LinkedIn for more than 5 minutes.
You go for like 5 minutes, and you're like, how do I see who looked at me? And then you fuck around, you click everything until you get to it.
Yeah.
And then you look and it's like one person that went to your college and then like 3 private people and you're like, fuck off, LinkedIn. Why'd you alert me? Like, I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
It's like, you can only see these people if you pay for LinkedIn Premium. Like, what does LinkedIn Premium give you?
If it's just that, I'm not interested.
The people that look at me for LinkedIn are like literally people that went to Millersville and then just randoms.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I don't know. No one ever important. I'm like, ooh.
Except for the one time a year when we go on there and we have a conversation through LinkedIn messaging.
Oh, yeah. Me and Chris have a LinkedIn thread. Every once in a while, I pop a weird photo into it, and he thinks he's got something like, he's got like a job offer.
Listen,
it's usually Baby Grinch.
It is usually Baby Grinch.
I'm such a bitch. He was doing it when you were unemployed, too. That was honestly, I
yeah, that was really rude. I use LinkedIn to just, like, apply to other places. That's the only reason why I go on there.
Yeah, well, apply to this. I'm sorry.
So
I know, it is kind of rude. But it's okay. It's a great thread. We should take a screenshot of it.
God damn.
I haven't thought about it in years. That's becoming a trend, that meme. Like, sticking a cigarette in something.
Oh my god.
It's like my new favorite meme. Honestly, I would buy a pack of cigarettes just to participate in that meme. I'd stick it in my plant. I'd stick it in a peach. I'd stick it up my ass. Oh my god. Like, honestly, that's a great idea. If I was really willing to stick it up my ass. Like, that would just be great.
Give one to Squeezy, Lucky Bug, haven't heard that name in years.
Oh, Lila.
Jasmine, haven't heard that name in years.
Ew, you're right, she was a Jasmine. She doesn't look like a Jasmine.
Not at all.
Jasmine, I feel like, is, I don't know, like, such a regal name. And she's, like, so floppy, you know?
Lucky Bug fits for Squeezy because both Lucky Bug and Squeezy are both, like, not the names of an important business person, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they fit perfectly for his persona that we built.
I feel like Jasmine's like a Maine Coon. Like, super long fur, like, lays on a beautiful pillow and is like, fuck yes. You know? Like, only eats out of a certain dish. Lila
the fine
is...
china.
Yeah, like, Lila's too, like, floppo to be a Jasmine, you know? Like, that's so random. I forgot about that. I told you about the time that I was on the Humane Society's website and there were like 3 new kittens, and they were all named after different pop stars.
Oh, yeah,
it was
you
like,
did say that. That's fucking funny.
It was like John Mayer, and like Katy Perry, and like George Clooney or something like random. He's not a pop star.
Fantastic.
I can't remember what the 3 names were, honestly. I just remember Katy Perry.
Well, should we do some questions?
Yes.
All right.
You pulled up Patreon.
Yeah, patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel if you want to.
Where's the coffee pot?
Bitch. It is in the coffee maker.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
All right, you read off one. Hold on.
Let's see. I've got one here from Sophie that says, any advice for trying to simplify your wardrobe? I'm moving to Chicago soon, but I have so many shoes and clothes. Chicago, very cool place I'd like to live at some point.
I want to visit.
Paulina, have any advice?
Yeah. I love the method where it's like, if you can't remember the last time you wore it or liked it when you wore it, then get rid of it.
Even if it's like something that's like, oh, but this is so cool and it could work in this situation for this time or something like that, just fucking don't.
I've had so many cool things that I didn't know how to pair them.
Yeah.
And, like, I tried them with every new piece of clothing that would work, and nothing worked, and I just, like, finally got rid of it. I was like, look. Shoes, I mean, I'd sell expensive ones that you're not wearing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But, like, if you don't think there's something that you can wear it to more than, like, there are some shoes that are, like, only Halloween shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, get rid of those.
I feel that. My wardrobe
Shoes are heavy.
is so... just just like not bare bones, but like no frills, no extra things that are like that, except for my chef's
coffee.
jacket.
My shoes are like black coffee. No. I literally just have like one pair of sneaks, some like couple pairs of boots, and one pair of open-toed shoes. I got rid of a lot of shoes. Like I had all these I had this deal with Plunder, and they would send me some clothes,
yes,
and I made
the days
videos.
of Plunder Halls.
Yeah.
Shout out if you remember those.
Yeah, I still have like a couple of good jackets that I've kept.
Yeah.
And stuff. But a lot of the clothes like didn't even fit me right because you're ordering online and shit. And there were so many like Jeffrey Campbell shoes that were like lit. Really wild shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I never had anywhere to wear them, and I just wasn't wearing them, and they were taking up so much space. And eventually I was just like, I must get rid of some of these.
Remember your jacket that was blue with skulls on it? That was a staple.
Do I still have that?
I feel like...
It has rips in it.
Yeah, it has
now.
rips everywhere.
Holes.
I think you got rid of it when we moved.
Oh, I hate when you get holes and shit, and then
It's really fucked
it's
up.
like it's on a pattern or something that you really can't repair.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm not good at like repairing things unless it's like one hole in the armpit.
Yeah, on the seam. And, Squeezy, we love him, but
Oh
his
my
claws.
god. The other day I got a brand new Adidas jacket and it was on the bed, and he decided to scratch it, and it was made of like a super thin material, and he immediately put like a couple of tiny little holes in it. It's not like super noticeable, but I'm like, yo, I didn't even take the tag off yet. Like,
I know.
binge.
The perils of living with a cat.
Like, it's so disrespectful. I would never do that to his tablet. Like,
I know.
Anyway. Good luck with your move, though.
Yeah, good luck. We'd like to see pictures because...
We love apartments.
Yeah.
Show us your brick wall if you have one. Because I feel like Chicago has a lot of brick walls.
They do. Jennifer has asked, have we seen Stranger Things?
No, we need to do it, though. Maybe after Mr. Robot.
I was just going to say, I want to finish Mr. Robot and catch up, but then we'll do Stranger Things.
Yeah, I think it's too much to do Mr. Robot and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Mr. Robot takes a lot.
I'm loving the meme of everybody doing different things in the...
Different words.
In the Stranger Things title layout.
Yeah.
All the Harambe memes in that form,
Oh, yeah.
Just another way to prolong the Harambe.
What were we looking at? It was like Titanfall groups or something, and they were
Oh
all
my
Harambe.
god, yeah, I was playing the Titanfall 2 beta, and, you can make different groups of just, people you prefer to be matched up with or whatever, and, 4 out of the top 10 were Harambe memes.
Amazing.
And,
I love
when
that.
No Man's Sky was sent out to the reviewers, Sean Murray took a photo, just, he can see all the shit you're naming, and, so many reviewers
So
were
he
naming
can
their
see
shit
it, but we
Harambe.
can't?
Oh my god, drags.
A flawless drag of him.
Okay, Flynn Drew asked, do either of you like snakes?
I'm not opposed to snakes.
I, was always curious about having a snake.
Not big
as
ones.
a pet.
Those are don't squeeze me.
I just remembered it now. My dad did have a snake at one point.
I feel like they are snake people.
When we used to live in Allentown, we had a tank in the basement. It was
How
just
big?
like a fucking garter snake that was
lame.
in the backyard.
Lame.
Yeah, very
That's
lame.
the lamest snake.
Very lamest.
I had that kid that had a snake that he'd make it eat the mice in front of me. And now he's
my-
married, and he's several years younger than me. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh god.
Does he
fucked
still have
up.
that snake, though?
I hope so.
We don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have one with these twats, but I just think they're cool animals.
Yeah, they're very interesting.
Nothing
They
like seeing a good snake.
slither across some sand. You
Yeah,
know?
I love Nagini in general, but I wouldn't want to encounter Nagini
fuck.
IRL. Think
The
about that.
basilisk either,
Oh
Not a good
yeah, that
one.
was one hell of a snake.
Yeah. And Maj Elizabeth has informed us that we have been saying her name incorrectly.
Oh God,
But thank you for letting
no.
us know.
I am so sorry.
She said how to deal with awkward shit like telling people how to pronounce your name even after they've said it a certain way. Yes, Maj is pronounced like my, but I'm... Yeah, I could
Okay.
have done that better, probably. Sorry.
Okay, so my Elizabeth. Oh my! Well, I can come up with a million things for you.
Is it my or Maj? I'm just,
I feel like it would be a silent J, but
Okay.
double
My?
let us know again. But
Yes, please.
if we're saying it right, like my girl, then cool.
All right.
Sorry
Perfect.
about that, though. Oh
Yeah,
man,
if we are fucking up, please.
please let us know. We
Please
do not
let
want
us
to be
know.
fucking up, of course.
I know there's so many names on our list right now that have been people that have, we have fucked up their name before and we had to change it, so please
I know,
tell us.
and I don't mind at all, and I don't feel weird about it at all. Like, just
No.
scream at me.
Alright, so have you seen any questions?
Of course I have. So, have you and Chris considered having Guy Fieri officiate your wedding whenever it happens? Because you know he can do that.
I'm sure he's probably pretty booked.
I always said I wanted to have a woman officiate my wedding.
Oh, yeah?
So you never really see that often, and I just think it would be better. What is your biggest advice for moving across the country?
Related to what was asked earlier, get rid of a lot of shit.
Yeah. Really just parting with things that you can't find a good use for, that you can't remember the last time you enjoyed using. And if you can't sell them, which selling them to make up money for your move, that's what we did a lot of.
Yeah.
We sold so much shit.
Sell what you can, donate what you can if it's something that's not weird
I'm sure
to donate.
you've got friends, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that would be interested in that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's a big one. And also, I would say research the fuck out of where you're going, just because, like, with the age of the internet, everything you could ever want to know has probably been asked. You can literally go on Google Earth like we did and go to your apartment and then, like, walk around the area virtually so you can know, like, where the cool shit is where you live, you know, if there's a grocery store or a post office or any of the shit you might need. And that's always really cool.
I know that we tracked our distance from our apartment to Sephora.
Oh, yeah, we did. And when I learned it was walkable, I cried. And it still is, bitch. It still is.
And it's still
Do I order online still? Yes. Yes, I do. But knowing
the
that
coupon codes, you know?
Yeah, it's true. You get more samples when you order online. It honestly just makes more sense. Plus, I don't have to talk to anyone. But if my eyebrow pencil breaks...
It's there, you know, she is there, and that's a comfort.
Yeah, and that is comforting. But yeah, I would recommend doing that. And also, please look up your Yelp on your apartment.
Like, honestly, most places we see, we're like, oh, that looks really cool. Then we Yelp it, and we're like, never
And it's
mind.
like, whoa. Like, things that you don't think of. Like, people will be like, yeah, it's, like, literally right next to a club, so expect to hear, you know, loud music all day until, like, 3 a.m. And it's like, oh, wow, we have a podcast. Probably shouldn't live there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Fuck, it's like our last place had... like 2 fucking hospitals right next door, so...
Yeah, I mean, we lived, like, far-ish enough away from the hospital, but, like, I remember there was one apartment that we were like, oh, this is amazing.
That's why, like, we had the running joke at the beginning of the show, like,
the sirens
always being there.
But there was one apartment that was literally, like, attached to the same building as the hospital, and I was like, this is not gonna work.
Comforting in that, you know, if something went wrong...
Yeah, you wouldn't even need a car,
right there,
maybe.
But, you know, don't want the noise.
Don't.
Zon,
as they say.
All right, I have an email here.
Go for it, bitch.
This is from Rebecca. Hi, Rachel, Chris, and Chunks.
Hello.
I love you guys and love listening to the podcast. You guys are so relatable, and Rachel is my absolute favorite YouTuber.
Oh my god.
I just had a question for Rachel. My boyfriend and friends are all pushing me to start my own podcast, but I have a severe anxiety ever since I was a kid. I wanted to know how you handle your anxiety when you put yourself out there on the internet. Do you have any tips for anyone trying to put themselves out there on the internet with anxiety?
I feel like a podcast is a great
medium, because there can be, but doesn't have to be a
discourse,
visual.
But there's not really a comment section, and I feel like anything that requires people to be part of, like, some sort of other several websites to get in contact with you over your work, it's great, you know? Like, I don't find people, like, signing up for Twitter just to be like, I hate your podcast.
Exactly.
Or I hate you. Like,
there's a lot of steps that are involved to leaving a mean comment, so that deters a lot.
I know. It's like, I don't even really read the reviews because I don't want to read a bad one, because, like, I just have fun making this show and I don't really care if anyone likes it. I just hope people do.
But if you guys want to leave us a review, that would be really nice.
Yeah, leave us a good one.
Please.
But, like, I don't care. Honestly, because I just, it's a good outlet for me, and, like, even if nobody listened, I would still be enjoying it, because it's like, we just have fun doing it.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, not letting, you know, that part of it get to you, I mean, it's gonna get to you at some point. Like, you know, you're gonna read something and it's gonna, like, piss you off for, you know, part of your day, and it might upset you, and it's like, that happens because you're human, you know? But I would just say, like, you know, these people don't know you. Like, no matter how much I share about, like, how I'm feeling, my mental health journey, like, you guys are not in my head every day. You don't even know what I'm doing after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you just have to keep that in mind, that, like, you know what you're doing, and no one else knows anything really about you other than what you've shared, and you just got to keep trucking.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Yeah, I mean, that all sounds like the best way to go. And, yeah, podcast, definitely think that's a great idea.
I love podcast, and I feel like it's a good one if you're anxious, because, you know, it's such a, I don't know.
I mean, depending on what you're trying to do with your podcast, a lot of people say that like shows like ours are helpful when you guys are having like anxiety attacks and like
because we're just talking to get your mind off it, which I love. Like I hope I'm doing that.
That's what we wanted the show to be, was the chill show talking with friends.
Yeah, and so I mean it depends on what you're trying to do, but I feel like there's a podcast. It's like people have to dedicate like an hour or so into listening to it, and people aren't going to want to listen to it or invest the time if they don't like it. You know what I mean? And so the people that are listening, they're probably really enjoying the fact that you spent the time to put that out there for them, and just know that that's ultimately what you're giving other people. It's just like a way for them to kill time and enjoy that time.
If you're listening to somebody's podcast because you don't like it,
wow,
that's dedication.
Because I've definitely tried. Like, there have been podcasts I've tried out that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't like this. And I would be complaining about it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I can't listen to this. Because, you know.
A YouTube video, it's like 6 minutes. And then, you know. So if it's like not a fun time or something you don't like, you can still sit there for that amount of time, I guess.
Yeah. But
YouTube comments, hey.
I know. I don't know, man. But you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And definitely tweet us your show. We'd love to listen. We're always looking for new podcasts.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm on season 2 of Gilmore Girls, and I'm wondering if they ever actually pay Luke's. I feel like maybe sometimes it's shown where they like tip them, or they like put money on the table, but like it's a lot of the time that they don't, which I love personally.
Yeah, I love, you know, the relationship is already there.
Like he's just feeding them.
You're shipping it from day one.
I read they're trying to revive Parenthood, so I imagine a crossover episode with Gilmore Girls. Oh my god, can you imagine? Her playing two roles at once.
Yo, that'd be wild.
I'm very excited. I can't believe they're doing Parenthood already, because like it literally just ended like a few years ago.
Makes me fear that Dexter will come back at some time.
No, this is different. I think what probably happened was they didn't want it to end, but ABC was like,
why?
Bye. But maybe they'll do it on Netflix and it'll be lit. Because I never get sick of family drama, especially when you get so invested into each family character and how they all are together. Like Gilmore Girls, you know, the Gilmore family.
Yeah.
But like this family, you know, the Bravermans, like there's so many of them. And they have so many issues, so many things happen. I loved it. It was such a good show.
Was it because they didn't want it to compete with the Fosters? Like,
well,
that they
Fosters
canceled it
is
early?
on Freeform.
Well, it was ABC Family, so...
Yeah, but that's different.
But is it?
Also, they're on different nights. Parenthood probably got killed because it was on Thursday night, let's be honest.
Yeah, true. And that dude went to fucking Shonda time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I have to watch that show, or like the pilot. I have no idea what it's about.
It honestly did not look like it was enticing to me.
I know. A lot of like... I don't know what it was. It was, like, steamy looking. But all of her shows have a relative steamy aspect, but I feel like How to Get Away with Murder, like, isn't trying to sell me steam.
Exactly.
You know?
And...
Grey's Anatomy definitely does.
As much. It's not so much like, oh my god, make dreamy, make steamy.
I feel like it's chilled out. You know what? They gotta keep killing off the male leads in that show. I said that. I was like, that completely revived the show. It was boring as fuck. They did a twist like that, and then boom, it's compelling. You're talking about this woman, like, oh, I just love it.
Because they fucking made their relationship so bad.
Like, yeah, and like he was like not. We're not gonna say exactly what we're talking about, but you probably know. But like he was never even on set. Like they had like these weird scenes every like 3 months.
Yeah,
so it was like weird. Just get rid of them. But the way they did it was so good. I would rewatch that.
Yeah,
it was like such a great like 3 episodes.
Wonder when that's gonna end. Like
I don't know. They're on like season 12.
Is it 12 or 13? It might honestly be 13 coming up.
Oh my god, 13.
Yo, that's unlucky.
Is that... Yeah, it's going to be, like, an unlucky-ass season. There's going to be, like, even more plane crashes and shit. Yo, but, like, honestly, what's the longest-running show besides, like, Doctor Who?
Simpsons.
Okay.
Simpsons is, like, 30-some-odd seasons.
This is, like... this is way more than Friends.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Friends used to be, like, whoa, the most?
Crazy amount.
Now it's, like, 10? Do they have 10?
Was it?
Or 9?
I don't know.
8?
7.
We're not the greatest Friends, like, aficionados.
No, I watched it one time through, and it was an experience that I had.
I watched it out of order my whole life, and then one time through Netflix.
There's always those shows that you just never watch in order, and they're just like, always on TV.
Grounded for Life.
And that's like so perfect.
You don't know the main plot of Grounded for Life ever. It's just a weird episode after weird episode.
18
Simple Rules.
Oh, 8 Simple Rules, or...
I loved that show.
Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter or whatever the fuck it was.
Anything with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. What was it, Tool Time?
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The Fence.
Fuck.
Same with
Home Improvement.
Malcolm in the Middle never saw a full season of that.
Yeah, man.
There's just a few out there. That 70s show used to be like that for me too.
Yeah.
Just because I would never be able to watch. My parents didn't like it because it was like, oh, weed, like, oh, it's so bad. And so I would just watch it like whenever reruns were on, like on FX. And so I was glad when they put that on Netflix too.
Netflix.
It's really helping. Give me context, you know?
Remember when Netflix
Had
libraries were very slim? Mm-hmm. Honestly, Netflix, like, I honestly wasn't really a TV person that much before I had a Netflix account.
I feel like I was always a TV person. I was like, I got into Grey's from the fucking first season.
Yeah.
And that was like, I feel like the beginning of TV being like lit. You know, that was when Lost started. Like,
I only really religiously watched NCIS.
What?
Yeah, I know. I know. Of all
Didn't you watch
shows,
24 too?
No, that was my dad.
Oh,
He
okay.
did, but
he's a 24.
yeah.
NCIS. I don't think I've ever watched an NCIS show.
Weird. It was like I watched it because I was like, "Huh, this is like CSI, but it's not CSI."
But it's rearranged.
So like,
And the end. Did you ever watch The West Wing?
No,
I honestly feel like I'd like it, but it wouldn't be as cool as Scandal.
Or House of Cards.
Yeah, true.
See, it was probably good for back when it came out, but now
it's
we
like
have extra
outdated.
lit politics.
Yeah. I watched Lost when it aired, and I remember even seeing, like, the promos for it, where you just see, like, the silhouette of all of them on an island.
Yeah.
Ugh, I remember getting so excited for that fucking pilot, and it's so delivered. That is, like, one of my favorite, and it's literally called, like, The Pilot.
Yeah.
Because the pilot, you know what I'm saying? The plane. I love that show so much. I would honestly rewatch it at any point in my life. And then Desperate Housewives, oh man, I was so into that too.
What did you say? We both posted what our 7 favorite TV shows were. What did you say?
Oh, I gotta look because...
Yeah, I have to look at my list too.
It took me a really long time to figure it out. I knew Gilmore Girls would be on there, and same with Lost, but...
Oh wait, did I actually tweet that? Or I think I actually just...
You just thought about it?
No, I made a joke about it instead of actually posting about it.
I think I made one where it was like the movies, and I said Kirk short film just like 7 times from Gilmore.
That was after the episode where we watched that.
I know. It's one of my favorite episodes of Gilmore.
Yeah, I lied. I made mine a joke.
He lied. She believed. I can't believe this. I'm trying to find it. What would your 7 be, though?
Okay. Fuck. This is hard.
Obviously...
Mad Men.
Yes.
This is not in any particular order. Mad Men,
Same.
Gilmore Girls, House of Cards.
Yeah.
Oh.
I found it. Yes.
Man.
Mad Men, you said Mad Men, House of Cards, and Gilmore Girls. All right, that's 3 for 3 on mine.
Yeah.
Cool. Any others?
What else are yours?
I have Mad Men, Gilmore Girls, Lost, House of Cards, Boy Meets World, because that was my favorite show growing up, and I feel like I still stand by that show. And both versions of Iron Chef, House Hunters, because you can't have... Like, I could literally watch House Hunters at any point.
No, I really don't like stealing all of your shows, but, like, I have to pick a show from HGTV and Food Network, and those would be my 2 shows. That
Yeah,
if I only
know.
had something to watch from those channels, it would be those 2
What's
things.
your difference for Boy Meets World, then?
Difference for Boy Meets World?
Because, like, I was going to say Breaking Bad, but, like, honestly, I've only watched it through one time, and I don't feel, like, that invested. Part of me wants to say The Vampire Diaries, but where it is makes me... It's like Dexter. I can't really, like... commit
If
to
I could,
it.
honestly, if I could say Dexter seasons 1 through 4,
Yeah.
that would honestly be on
we
my
were
list.
so invested.
Because that, I was, when I think back at the shows I was most excited about, that was one of the ones that I was most excited
Like
about
each
for
week.
those times. Even up till the end, even though I had the feeling at that point that it was going to end stupidly.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I wanted to pick that just because I really do
I'm honestly
love
going to
it.
put that in there because it was very exciting. And
we had merch. Like, that's
Yeah,
when
we
you
did.
know.
Is it lame to put SpongeBob on
Wait,
there?
why did I put Parenthood?
Because, I mean, the other shows that you picked were fucking
Good.
outbidding that.
Yeah, I do love Parenthood, though.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to rewatch Parenthood because I feel like I don't remember all the crazy shit that happened. And you, honestly, I don't even think I've actually seen it
It was
all.
one of those shows where I just, like, you had it on sometimes. And then eventually towards the end, I was getting hooked on it. And so
Oh
I
my
started
God.
watching everyone.
You would just be, like, around when I was watching it, and then, like, a couple of seasons before it ended, you were like, okay, I'm invested now, but you didn't get to see all of the beginning.
Yeah.
So you should probably watch at some point.
Yeah, maybe if they actually confirm that they're going to do a revival.
They did confirm it.
Oh,
the cast fucking tweeted about it too. They were like, "Yay!"
Okay, fuck, man, that is really early.
I know. I'm honestly not. That's why I feel like it just had to have been like, oh, they never wanted it to end, and then
Lauren Graham just popping from Parenthood to Gilmore Girls revival back to Parenthood.
That's
again.
what she said. She was like, they're gonna call it like Parenthood, a day in the life, or a year in the life, whatever Gilmore's revival is. She's coming out with a book in September, I think it is. And I really want to read it. It's called, like, Talking Fast. And I'm like, Lauren Graham!
So fucking perfect.
I know. It makes me really happy. I love it. I want to read it because I'll probably laugh a lot and cry also. Mm-hmm. And I want that. You know, I want inside scoop on what Gilmore Girls meant to her because I know that's what it's going to be about.
Oh, please. That would be fantastic.
Also, I'd love to comment on the person that tweeted us, Amanda. She tweeted us about this candle at Cracker Barrel that's just like a corn cob.
Mug. Is it a candle or
it's
a mug?
It's a candle.
It's a candle? I thought it was a mug. That was fantastic, though.
Oh my god, and then someone asked, like, what did it smell like? And she was like, I have to go back and smell it. Oh man. But yeah, I just wanted to comment about that because it was an important corn.
The setup that we have right now is very weird because I have a bright screen in front of my face and we're in complete darkness, and before you turned on your phone, I could not see you whatsoever.
Oh man, how bad do I look? Honestly, I'm so sweaty. Having the windows closed right now, there's so much sweat happening.
Yeah, as soon as this ends, guys, the windows.
I'm gonna, like, take a cold shower. It's fine, you know, the things that we do for the podcast. We can't have you guys hearing more of that dog. Actually, the windows can be closed.
Oh my god, I can't believe the last episode we actually got the dog audio coveted.
Dog audio. How'd you guys like it? Let us know. Let us know on Twitter in the comments below, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, let's end this off with one more email.
Alright.
This one was a little bit farther back, but this is from Alexandra. And they've said, hello, Crachel and Chunkos.
Hello.
My name is Alex, and I've been a longtime fan of Rachel's videos and obviously the podcast as well. Congrats on 100 episodes, by the way. So proud of you guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
So I've been wanting to ask for this for a while, as I grew up in a fairly similar situation as Chris did. Around the time I was in 6th grade, and after my mom and my dad had been divorced for quite some time, my dad came out to me as gay. I believe a lot of my family knew before I did, which is fine, even at that squiggle tender age, I was accepting his sexuality. But essentially, I was wondering is if Chris ever had a hard time explaining to his friends, if he had to at all, that his dad was gay. I went through this a lot because this happened back in 2006, and me and my friends were all in middle school, and homosexuality wasn't as quote-unquote accepted as I suppose it is today. Whenever friends came over, I felt I had to explain the situation because his partner at the time was living with us.
Okay.
I have a feeling a lot of these kids just reflected the opinions of their parents, and frankly, I was teased a lot for having a gay parent. It didn't hurt my personal feelings as much as it hurt me to think that someone I loved so much was getting criticized on a much larger level because of his sexuality. There's just a little bit more, but that's essentially the question. And, I mean, that is weird that it's, like, a very similar situation. Mine happened, like, when I was in kindergarten, so, like, I barely ever remember a time when my parents were together.
Did they ever, like, have a conversation where he was like, I'm gay? Or did it just, like...
So that's the thing about my family is
that I knew the answer.
We don't have conversations about anything. And, you know, my relationships are very much a how's the weather, how's the job kind of, vibe. I don't know, just conversations like this never happened. Like, I never had the talk either.
We only found out about Ginger through Facebook.
Yeah, shit like that. And so I never had that type of conversation for as long as I've known. It's always just been my dad and Bob have been living together here, and my mom at her house. And there was a divorce, and we still don't even know if, like...
I don't know why. Your mom knew he was gay and that was why they divorced, or if he later came out, or if he
it
knew
was
the whole
unrelated,
time.
Because it could just be that too, because...
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine being married to my dad.
Girl, I know.
But,
you would have a clean house, though, bitch.
I did, in a way, feel like I did have to explain the situation a lot, and it was a weird time when, you know, especially middle schoolers are very, like...
Yeah, I remember middle school is, like, when everybody finds out what gay and lesbian and homosexual
and really
means.
Teasing about it and shit.
Yeah, and they use the F word, and it's just really bad.
So, like... I didn't really have as many friends over at my dad's house as I did my mom's house because my mom was the cool parent. And
You had the basement.
We had the basement, had all the video games
Trampoline.
there, trampoline, and like people in the neighborhood. That's where all my friends lived, in that neighborhood too.
Yeah.
So we were really only over there. Rarely ever did I ever have people at my dad's house. And when I did, like, my close friends knew about it, obviously, like that, but outside of that, I didn't really say that much. And, I don't like that I didn't, bring it. I
Well,
don't
it's
say
okay.
bring it up
I mean-
more, but, like, yeah, I mean, I did have to explain it. It was, like, felt weird.
You don't know how people are going to react, which is
Yeah.
what's shitty.
Exactly.
And I remember, like, you waited a while to tell me, and I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even though I knew that you were going to be totally chill after, the people you said that you were hanging out with in high school and stuff like that, and just the crowd that you always had.
Yeah.
But, like, I was still just, like, nervous because I didn't know.
Of course.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird.
Did you get teased at all?
No, I didn't really get teased about it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what happened. It's weird that there's such a similar situation.
Yeah.
I had to get some more answers from my family.
I know. One of these days we'll know, like, a lot.
Whenever my mom visits me here, I'm going to be like, yo, so that divorce that happened.
You guys are going to have some weird, like, boozy cocktail that you guys whip up. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to get your whole family story. That's the thing. I feel like I know a lot, but I don't know anything about our health.
Oh.
That's my problem. It's like, I don't know. I know mental illness runs in my family, but I don't know the specifics because it's like, we don't talk,
you don't talk about that shit.
I must be so annoying to the rest of my family members. They must be like, oh my God, I can't believe this Whitehurst is out here, like, talking about mental health. Like, we keep this quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would love to know because I want to know what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean...
Or, like, any kind of, like, does addiction run in the family? Does, some heart problem? Like, I would love to know these things.
I should probably inquire about that, too, because as far as I know, not many things do run...
You're the healthy hubs?
Yeah, the healthy hubs.
Oh, my God. But honestly, I believe it. You still have all your grandparents. That's how you know.
I do.
Hey.
It's very wild.
And you still have really good hairline. Mm-hmm.
Even though my dad and his dad both... The hair on top.
You got it from your mom's side. You have, like,
I
the
did.
same head of hair as your sister.
Yeah, and my hair is very much like my mom's dad. So,
And you have your dad's face, but you have your mom's hair and your mom's, like, personality.
yeah, honestly, it's really weird how much I have looked like my dad throughout time.
It's wild.
It's fucking wild. He showed me a photo of him when he was in, like, middle school age,
And they're the same person.
it was so weird.
Yeah, it's the smile.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have a very nice smile. I did be particularly fond of it back in the day. Now I fucking hate it.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I'm
All right.
just gonna rot it away with coffee.
Please do. You were already doing that. So.
Yeah, I am. All right, well, that's a show.
Well, thanks for having a cup of coffee with us, guys. We're going to get into Binge-Town now.
Yeah, before we go, we still have a day or two left on our sale.
Oh, yeah.
10% off.
districtlines.com/Rachel Waiters for all of your Coffee with Rachel / by visibility needs,
Yes.
By biphobia and all that shit. We love it here in my house.
All over this town.
All right, well, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, benches. We don't have a list this time, so we're doing it off the cuff.
We're doing it Sim style.
Oh my god, haven't done Simlish in forever.
Blarby Blahima. Let's do this.
All right, Nicole Dowling,
Or Nakal Dalu.
Carissa,
Carble.
Bailey Lynn,
Blarby Blin.
Jackie Goldfarb,
Jarky Gobla.
Sloan Nolan,
Slan Aladon.
Sarah Booth,
Sorrel Buff.
Allison Sense,
Oh, wow, son sometimes.
Hunter Curtis,
Huntu Cardan.
Megan Rackley,
Margam Bruklu.
Kate Convery,
Kai Carvarn.
Danielle Manus,
Darno Mato.
Taylor Collins,
Talo Kalan.
Emma Corbeil,
Amar Corbin.
Heather Ann,
Heather Anna.
Sloan Fuller,
Slan Phalange.
Angelica Feliz,
Anjal Felice.
Jada Goshi,
Jode Agosh.
My Elizabeth,
Moo Alusa.
Laura Collins.
Laura Coolbit.
Ishbel Mendez.
Ishba Munnels.
Talia Miller.
Tarl Mill.
Kat Vallejos.
Cart Volato.
Margarita.
Margot Boss.
Hannah Labelson.
Harna Labels.
Daisy Blossom Dottie.
Daisy Bluesome Dude.
Emily Lewis.
Lorth Lewills. I climbed up on the countertop and I got really scared.
Chloe Archer.
Clary Larcher.
Anthony Hood.
Anthon Hoodoo.
Mariah Hanna.
Marble Hana.
Elizabeth Holbrook.
Alabadi Habu.
Jennifer Habgood.
Jadabo Habu.
Madison Greer.
Modesty Career.
Madison Wolf.
Marty Woolaf.
Megan McNally.
Margan McNew.
Skylar Medley.
Skylo Medu.
Megan Preyes.
Margan Prawns.
Corey Springfield.
Coral Spruden Food.
Kat.
Cart.
Ilka.
Alaka.
Josie West.
Jazzy Woost.
Jax.
Jukes. I always do that.
Nicole Allen.
Nakar Alan.
Courtney White.
Gordolbois.
Carrie Davis.
Carble Doves.
Cody Castillo.
Cardi Bakuka.
Jennifer Cornwell.
Jonathan Horndew.
Sophia Cock.
Safado Kaka.
Ash Rozelle.
Ashu Rizu.
Blossom Bubbles and Buttercup.
Blabba Boodles and Babasna.
Beth Fonseca.
Booth Bon Juka.
Jackie Bergiulio.
Jarbly Vajukian.
Christina Contreras.
Comblardo Contron.
Allison Dowell.
Alon Dalan.
Catherine Simpson.
Carthen and Simp.
Marlene Naj.
Marlon Mnuge.
Ian Murphy.
Ion Mufi.
Cater Liriano.
Cardo Lero Dono.
Rebecca O'Donnell.
Reblargo Blondana.
Kendall Berg.
Condu Burgu.
Allie McGregor.
Alarky McGrog.
Megan Grilly.
Margan Grill.
Chloe Killip.
Clara Cleep.
Taco Roach.
Tico Rujek.
Cassandra Buckout.
Cassandra Brugu.
Haley Cadwalder.
Halal Kalala Dollar.
Camelia Malky.
Kamal Malaki.
Maddie Pullman.
Madde Polu.
Amanda Marie.
Amarbo Mario.
Jane Shell.
John Shulu.
Allison Francois.
Alasan Franca.
Caitlin Whalen.
Kalu Walu.
Lucy Ravenscroft.
Luby Robbins Coof.
Cody Robinson.
Gorby Robins.
Lauren Siobhan.
Lashin Shaba.
Sarah Seaman.
Saru C.
Dana Daly.
Darno Dalo.
Megan Wilson.
Megan Willow.
Claire Wood.
A Clarity Wood.
Kelly Adams.
Calais Laladam.
Hannah Peterson.
Hannah Peterson.
Anna Hernandez.
Anu Hernanu.
Jenna Gordonier.
Jarna Gordaldu.
Sasha Smith.
Sushu Smika.
Sarah.
Samara.
Flynn and Drew.
Vlon Indra.
Bridget Dubin.
Blardo Dub.
Hillary Gay.
Halal Gul.
Elizabeth Doles.
Elizabeth Dew.
Mackenzie Knight.
McConaughey Knight.
And Rachel Evans.
Raju Ivan.
All right,
Whoa.
and the other benches.
We got,
What are they doing?
Motherload, am I right?
Yeah, all right.
We got the Motherload right here with Alice and Teresa.
Allie Malone.
Kathleen Wynn.
And Rose Barnett.
So, blabo your sul and we will see you in our next one,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.